Well, guys, Nintendo is doing it again. They're going after content creators. I really don't understand what the deal is with Nintendo. They seem to be the only gaming company that hasn't caught on to content creation being this very beautiful, mutually beneficial thing where the content creators make content on your game and people see that content and then they get inspired and want to try your game, and it really drives sales, and content creators are becoming kind of like the #1 way to market your game. But Nintendo is out here just constantly just stepping on their own dick when it comes to content creators and messing with them and sending these DMCA notices. Let's get into today's. So this started with the YouTube channel PointCrow. He's got 1.6 million subscribers and he does a lot of gaming content, and specifically there is a lot of Nintendo stuff in there like Breath of the Wild and Zelda stuff. It didn't end with him though. It seems like Nintendo is on another little cycle of doing these, and multiple other content creators got hit also, and they got hit on all kinds of things like simple Let's Play videos and such like this are getting hit. And what's really crazy about it is one of the most concerning parts from PointCrow's video where he breaks this all down. I'm going to show that to you here.
From their FAQ, what types of content are acceptable under the guidelines? What types of content are not acceptable? We encourage you to use Nintendo game content in videos and images that feature your creative input and commentary. For example, Let's Play videos and video game reviews are within the scope of the guidelines. However, you may not simply upload a live stream of an existing Nintendo video, gameplay footage without your own creative input, or a copy of content created by someone else. For example, mere copies of Nintendo promotional trailers, tournaments, music soundtracks, gameplay sequences, and art collections are outside the scope of the guidelines. You might argue that modded content is in violation of these guidelines, but historically that's not the case. The terms of service for The Legend of Zelda says you cannot modify the game, but it also says that you cannot stream it, you cannot make videos of it, and you cannot otherwise broadcast it. Nintendo's game content guidelines changes this though, by providing a license on top of the existing terms of service, which modifies the terms of service for content creators. All of the videos that they have taken down are in compliance with their own policies. I use Nintendo game content in my videos, and they are all featuring my creative input and commentary throughout the duration of the medium.
Now you can see in that, what I find super concerning there is that they very clearly spell out what is supposed to be allowed. And it sounds like things like Let's Play videos with commentary and such are very specifically outlined as being okay according to their own guidelines, yet people are getting struck. Now, in content creation and using other content, normally the thing that makes it a little bit iffy is that it's kind of gray and you don't know where your line is. What are you allowed to use? What are the exact stipulations and such there? What is, the original content owner really want, without spending the time to contact them and hope you get a reply and such like that. And here you've got your clearly spelled out stuff the way it's supposed to be, and you abide by that, and then you still get hit. That is very concerning, and this is a big problem for all of YouTube gaming stuff, right? This could happen, like if this kind of stuff keeps going on with Nintendo, it could happen with literally any other gaming company also, right? This DMCA stuff, it's so easy until it goes all the way to court. The way it works is it's so easy on the side of the people that are sending these strikes, right? They just do the claim, they do the strike, and it all kind of goes through, and it's not gonna really go anywhere until the case goes all the way to court, right? And it gets fought for in court and proved to be true fair use and in accordance with all the rules and all that kind of good shit. This is a massively important issue. This kind of stuff threatens all of gaming YouTube as a whole. It's not just PointCrow, not just the channels getting hit right now. It's not just Breath of the Wild stuff. This is all of gaming YouTube. Very specifically, especially anything related to Nintendo. But like I said, this could end up applying. Like, if this became popular, I don't know why any other gaming company would do it, but the thing is that if this goes through, it kind of sets this precedent, right? And any other gaming company could choose to do this, and then eventually, right, you could be looking at basically like the death of all gaming content on YouTube. It's a very big deal. One of the things though that's really getting me is like, we already know Nintendo is like this. Like props to you, PointCrow. The content is clearly good. The channel is doing great. Like congratulations. Jealous of that position that you've got for yourself there. But I don't understand why people continue to do this with Nintendo, right? There's all these games, and you can do gaming channels on any one of the games and any of the gaming companies. And if only Nintendo has this weird hard-on where they go around doing this and, effing content creators no lube style, why do people keep doing Nintendo and promoting the Nintendo stuff, right? I understand they make great games, but like if this is how they treat content creators, you guys don't expect to ever see like Nintendo content creation from me unless they come out with a very sincere apology, maybe make some of their own videos and talk about the issue and kind of walk it back, apologize, talk about how they're not going to do this stuff anymore in the future at all. Don't expect to see Nintendo content from me ever. Now, he also mentions that potentially the modded content could be part of what triggered this and set it all off, because the modded content, in the, TOS for the actual game is not allowed. But then, there is this, vast precedent in history, basically on the internet, of modded game content and everything being totally fine. And to me, this is like a non-issue, because the modded content thing in a single player game, you're not talking a multiplayer game where you're cheating and ruining other people's experience, and then maybe less people are buying your game because of that. In a single player game, modding is only a good thing, right? You're giving more people the ability to have fun, enjoy, and experience the game and do it for longer. And then, maybe someone sees a modded video on the internet of the game and they're like, oh, that's really cool. I wasn't going to play and buy the game before, but I see that if I had this game plus this mod, it'd be super worth it. And it's just another one of those content creators mutually beneficial things where it's stupid if you went after them because they modded it or whatever. That's dumb also. Fuck off with that shit. What makes this all even dirtier is that initially they sent him a claim. Now, he knows the guidelines, and he's like, well, all of my stuff is well within their guidelines, and it should be fair use. And so he disputed the claim and expressed this stuff. And then it got escalated up to the strikes. And if you don't know how strikes work, you can only get like 3 strikes. It's exactly 3 strikes. And once you hit 3 strikes on your channel in a set period of time, I believe it's 90 days as they roll off. If you build up 3 strikes, then your channel is deleted and you are banned from YouTube, and all of your other channels will be banned, and you're never allowed to make another channel on YouTube ever again. It's such a big deal. And what Nintendo did here to PointCrow was when they decided to up it to strikes, instead of just sending them a strike for all of the things bundled together that they had already flagged, right? And they already gone after, which means that they already knew the videos and everything. They could have easily just done the one bundle. They sent him a strike on one video. Then they bundled the rest together and sent him another one, so that they put him right on edge, right? They gave him 2 out of 3 so that he has to be super scared, super on edge for the next several months until these roll over and fall off, and he doesn't have to worry about one more and I lose everything. I lose all my livelihood and everything. This is such a fucking dirty move from Nintendo, and it's enough for me for like a big fuck you, Nintendo. Everybody should care about this. Like I said, this affects everyone, and it's so dirty and shady. You don't want to be supporting companies that are doing this to people, just ruining livelihoods for essentially no reason. They're like going against their own policy and just fucking people here. That's going to be about it for this one. I'm actually getting kind of worked up and angry at it. I'll make sure to link PointCrow's video in the description if you'd like to watch it. It's essentially him reading off a letter that he wrote to Nintendo with his lawyer. It's very scripted, but it's a very good video. The way he handles it is very well done. Hopefully Nintendo listens. If you are someone who's maybe, very active on the internet and social medias and such, and you want to, at Nintendo on Twitter, let them know that you're not pleased with this, all that kind of stuff, all of it helps. As we know, really getting enough customers for a big corporation is usually the only way to really get them to listen. So if they're worried about losing some revenue on upcoming games, maybe they'll change their tune and walk this back. That's all we can really hope for. Just everyone kind of trying to do our part here. Hope you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.